My name's Brian Weil. I'm the winemaker here at Alexana. We're actually in one of our temperature-controlled barrel bays here. It's a beautiful 85 degrees outside and sunny here in August, but right now it's 55 degrees and fairly chilly here where the Pinot Noir is resting. What we're going to talk today about is actually not coming from the estate here in the Dundee Hills of Oregon. We're actually going to talk about one of our really fun special projects we started back in 2013 from Washington State. So 2014 Gran Rouge is what you're trying right now, and that's going to be a really fun, Gran Rouge is a really fun blend of Rhone varietals, Syrah, Grenache, and Mourvedre, and it's coming from Columbia Valley up in eastern Washington. Before I came here, I was actually making about 1 million cases up in Washington at a beautiful winery up there, and got to learn a lot of stuff right after getting out of Oregon State University. And it was a really fun place to work because you got to try so many different varietals. So when I got the opportunity to come back to Oregon to build Alexana in 2012, I actually grew up here, and it was always a goal to get back to kind of a boutique small winery. I got the opportunity to make some great Pinot Noir, but in 2013, after 1 year in the new facility, Dr. Vanna asked to do something fun, and of course I looked at Eastern Washington where I'd worked for about 5 years. So this actually comes from Lonesome Spring Ranch, which is right across from Red Mountain. It's in the Yakima Valley. It's a really beautiful, gentle sloped shelf kind of right off the Red Mountain area, right by the river. And it actually is mostly sandy loam, which is very different than the soils we have down here in the Willamette Valley, which are mostly volcanic and sedimentary of origin. These are going to be a lot of the sand and silt and stuff that came from the Missoula floods and have deposited kind of the heavier sand up in eastern Washington. So really well drained soils, really great for growing grapes. They have all abundance of water from the Columbia River and the Yakima River there for irrigation. So it's a really great spot to grow a lot of different varietals. But these specific varietals obviously are Rhone varietals, and they just go so well together. I was a chef before I got into winemaking, and I always look for wines that are food friendly, but also can be drunk by themselves. And I think this one really hits that note. It's a beautiful blend, and this year actually, other than some of the other years, I had it a little heavier on Syrah. I think Syrah can be really meaty and rich. The Grenache adds a beautiful flavor of the grapey, fruity freshness. And then the Mourvedre actually has a lot of pepper and spice, so I think the three together can really make a powerhouse red wine that's not only easy drinking by itself, but can also stand up to some really hearty dishes. This wine is really special too because it's made almost, if you will, in a Pinot Noir fashion, because I didn't want to manipulate it and make it like I used to make in Washington with a lot of pump overs, bigger tanks. Everything's done here at Alexana in small tanks, open top fermentations, punch downs, native yeast, aged in French oak, Burgundy barrels, mostly neutral. And so that's kind of what I did. I mimicked it. Definitely had a little bit different temperature in the fermentation, a bit different barrel program in terms of different cooperages and toast levels. But other than that, it was pretty much made the same as Pinot Noir. So I think you'll get to see a really nice delicate wine, but also a nice rich wine. So the combination of a Washington State Big Red made in a Pinot Noir house. I hope you enjoy.